I'm a man of wealth and taste.
Ralph is crazy when Hunter ever was. Whereas Hunter could always pull back from the edge, Ralph was a true believer. And if, you know, it was time to take the fucking thing down, Ralph was prepared to go in like Guy Fawkes and blow up Parliament. And so he had this purity of vision. And Hunter saw that.
I know you from somewhere. I'm wondering why. Have I seen you somewhere before? You listen to me. Are you listening? Please listen.
On behalf of Rocky Mountain Airways and your flight crew, we'd like to thank you for flying with us today. Have a pleasant stay in Aspen or wherever your final destination might be.
I think what he saw in this connection was somebody that somehow saw the thing in pictures as he saw him work. And that seemed to me to be part of the whole chemistry of it, that our chemistry there made Gonzo possible.
Here I go.
I've seen the illustrations Steadman was doing before he worked with Hunter. He was much more conventional before Hunter got hold of him. Hunter told me he liked Steadman's stuff, so he asked him to help him cover the Kentucky Derby for a magazine called Scanlons. And Ralph told me as soon as he got off the airplane, Hunter gave him some psilocybin and his life changed.
Come on. Hey, wait a minute, hey!
Who killed the Kennedys? When after all, it was you and
Nice to see you. How often does it time?
Ralph, when he first met Hunter, he'd never done any drugs. He drank, but he'd never done anything hallucinogenic. And so here comes Hunter, and he gives him mescaline. You know, and he loses it. You know, Ralph loses it.
I was a choir boy, you know, things like that. Decent, innocent abroad, you know, things like that. And so I guess it was attractive, that kind of raciness. I think the birth of Gonzo happened when the evil came out of me in the drawings.
Unlike most of the others in the press box, we didn't give a hoot in hell what was happening on the track. We'd come to watch the real beasts perform. When the crowd stood to face the flag and sing My Old Kentucky Home, Steadman faced the crowd and sketched frantically. Thousands of raving, stumbling drunks getting angrier and angrier as they lose more and more money.
In that story, you get all of the attitudes to the Derby, and you never get to the Derby. You're there to, he's there to cover the Derby, and you get all the drunk Southerners, you get all the weird socialites, the weird bookies, the hangers-on.
It was a face I'd seen 1,000 times at every Derby I'd been to. I saw it in my head as the mask of the whiskey gentry, the inevitable result of too much inbreeding.
First, I realized I was doing something different. A friend of mine, he wrote me a note saying that Derby piece was pure Gonzo. And I thought, well, if that's what it was, I thought it was a brutal failure. I'd botched my assignment, you know. I regarded it as one of my worst failures. And I got this onslaught of mail. Mail called saying I made a great breakthrough in journalism. I thought, well, Christ, if I made it, this breakthrough, we got to call it something. I mean, so I liked the word Gonzo, and it seemed to mean what I was doing. Kind of nice, crazy, like, you know, zing, Gonzo.
oh, you get